What's up, peeps? Today we're going to be taking a look at all the guns that were nerfed and buffed so you guys can see if they're viable in Warzone. Let's get it. Oh my fucking god, bro! Fuck! I can't. You gotta be shitting me, bro. Why can I not get any fucking gameplay with this gun, bro? I'm starting to lose my fucking mind. I mean, I have fucking 15 minutes with this shit. I can't get anything. Holy shit, bro. Losing my fucking mind. Can you just fucking let me kill somebody? I kill somebody the second I start talking about the fucking gun, some motherfucking cunt comes up from fucking behind and fucking kills me. You fucking cunt. So gun number one is the AK-47. Now, the thing that was adjusted with this is the recoil pattern has been adjusted. Those were the patch notes on this. So if we can take a look here, I'm going to just take a couple shots here. So before, the recoil pattern on the AK-47 was just really weird, and it had some weird squiggly lines. As you guys can see, the recoil actually has been, they actually give it a little bit more vertical recoil, but the recoil is definitely a lot easier to control. So now, going up on top of here and trying to laser somebody over there, that's 100 meters away. And as you guys can see here, it's fairly easy to control that recoil compared to what it was before. This high-powered assault rifle, it's still got the same damage, right? They didn't mess up with any damage, but as you guys can see here, it's definitely a little bit easier to control that recoil. Let's get into some closer action. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, just do remember that your AK-47 is kind of like a mid to long range weapon, and it's a little bit close quarter sometimes. So just by my using it, just do remember, don't put any 2x or 3x scope. The recoil is going to be kind of hard. It just has too much visual recoil, so just do remember that. But close quarter range is really good. So as you guys can see here, definitely dominating a little bit of that close quarter areas. Good damage in this gun though. But yeah, overall, a really good weapon now, the AK-47, since they kind of fixed the recoil pattern in this gun. Just still remember, again, it's still a little bit weird on the recoil side of things. Like, you definitely do need a grip and, again, a red dot sight, but you can definitely run this gun. It's really good. So let's go into the next gun. Alright, next gun that we're going to be testing is the FFAR 83. What they did with this is they fixed a bunch of damage values around the face, but they also, the recoil pattern was adjusted on the FFAR on this one, so that was one of the biggest things. Let's go ahead and take a look at how it performs. So, I mean, as you guys can see here, recoil fairly manageable on this one. A little bit of potato from my side, but definitely recoil a lot manageable on this one. What I don't like about the FFAR 83 still is just the reloading is just really slow. I mean, look at this. It's just like, I don't even know what the hell it does. That's one of the only things I don't like about the FFAR 83 is just the reloading mechanics of it. But the recoil pattern and all that after they adjusted, as you guys can see, a lot of people have been using it, and it's been kind of like doing the meta right now. People are saying it's the new FFAR, and it is fairly quick though. I mean, I will give you that. It is fairly quick, and it does kill fairly fast. You guys can see here, definitely demolishing those two guys up really easy. But yeah, overall, a great gun. Definitely going to be in the meta right now. Let's go to the next one. For the next gun, we got the FFAR 1. Again, the damage values on this gun have been fixed again, and it was basically nerfed again. They also nerfed the ADS speed again, so we're going to just have to take a look at this, how it works right now. ADS speed doesn't seem to be affected that much. It seems to be almost about the same. Recoil pattern is still the same, but the damage values were the ones that affected. Let's use a little bit more here. So, I mean, as you guys can see right there, the FFAR, and from what I've seen in playing and using it still, I just think it kills still insanely quick. I mean, I demolished that guy. I got shot from behind. That's why I died there. But I've still been getting really destroyed by the FFAR. I don't really know if sometimes I just feel these numbers aren't actually what they say they are. But yeah, the FFAR still feels a little bit too OP in my opinion. I mean, look at that. Breaking armor, downing a guy with an FFAR fairly easy here. All right, let's move on to the next one. FFAR is still OP. Let's move on to the next one. All right, next one that we got is the Groza. Now, the recoil was increased slightly. The ADS speed was decreased slightly as well. And also, the upper torso damage was changed a little bit. The reason being is because after they fixed the Groza barrel, it was really OP, so they didn't want it to be exactly as the FFAR after it got nerfed. So let's just take a quick look at the recoil control here. So if I try to control the recoil, oh my god, that guy just died. It's still fairly easy to control, and again, I do have a grip on this one, but I do not have a, what's it called? I do have the last barrel on this one, so let's just take a look a little bit at how this gun is going to perform. So as you can see, somebody far away, it did take me a little bit of shots to get him, I was potatoing a little bit, but recoil's a little bit harder to control at those farther ranges. Groza does aim insanely fast. I mean, like compared to that FFAR, the Groza does aim insanely faster. And now that I'm looking at it, I'm even wondering if the Groza is actually going to be meta, like from close range and beat the FFAR. That's something that we got to test out because this just feels really, really fast. I mean, look at that. This thing is just insanely fast. The recoil's a little bit hard though to control, but the fucking lasering on this. Now I also do have the 45 round mags because I think the 60 round mag might be just a little bit too much for this. Damn, bro. Okay, Groza next AR meta, maybe. I mean, this shit is crazy. I might have to test it out with the 60 round mag and maybe see how that performs. But what I'm looking at here is the Groza is going to be meta. I don't think there's any doubt in my mind about that. Let's go into the next one. Alright, next gun is going to be the Krig 6. As you guys can see, the biggest things that changed is all the damage multipliers. They were raised across all parts of the body. So recoil control is crazy on this gun with damage values changing. Let's take a look at it. Got him. Nice shit. So as you guys can see here, this couple fights that have been going on. The recoil on this gun is crazy. Like, I mean, you can control it so good. But the thing is, since the damage values were changed, it just seems so much easier to kill somebody. Like this gun does so much damage now that it's crazy. And the Krig I used in one of my games, and we got one of our best games with the Krig 6. So this gun is definitely gonna be meta. I mean, look, I got no stock on this. When I got no foregrip on this, it just allows me to select something else that will do a little. Look at this. It's crazy, bro. It aims quick, it's got no recoil, and it's got crazy damage. Let's move on to I mean, Krig 6, ladies and gentlemen, is gonna be meta. And if you maybe drop that Krig 6 with the Groza, oh, baby. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so the next one is the QBZ83. This one had its movement speed increase, ADS speed move increase, and some neck and upper torso damage multiplier increase. Let's take a look at how this gun performs. So definitely as far as recoil goes, I mean, we've never really had an issue with this gun in recoil. The aiming though is crazy fast. I mean, I did not expect this to be like this crazy fast though. And it's a fully decked out QBZ with, I mean, as heavy as attachments can go. And this is definitely pretty decked out and doing a pretty good amount of damage actually, if you ask me. And look at that, the recoil control, fairly easy recoil control on this thing. Doing fairly good. Looking up right now here. Let's just take a look if we can get a couple guys from the air here so we can see the damage values. That guy mounted up, still lost against that QBZ. Doing pretty good so far. Pretty good so far. We're gonna try and get a couple more kills. What I like is the reload is fairly fast though on this gun. Smacking with the new QBZ. Let's go on to the next one. QBZ doing an amazing job over here. Definitely buffed quite a bit. It's quick, it's agile, and it's got no recoil. Let's move on to the next gun. Next up, we got the LC-10 with its bullet velocity slightly increased. Let's take a look at how it works. I have felt that the LC-10 is going to be one of the more stronger ones in here. What it has is that it does kill fairly fast, but what it's got is just amazing damage range on this gun. The damage just seems to be really, really crazy on this gun. Let's see if we can get some long range kills. I mean, look at that. I was fighting against that guy and I got an armor break, and that was what? 75 meters out? That may not seem crazy to a couple of you guys, but 75 meters out and getting an armor break with an SMG is crazy. Just, it's fucking crazy. Got one little camper. So as you guys can see there, the LC-10 has pretty decent damage close range, but what really shines is just that medium to long range fighting. Holy shit, bro, I'm losing my mind with this gun. I'm fucking losing it. Jesus, bro. Damn it. Nobody fucking superstar, of course.
Enemy soldier incoming.
You gotta be shitting me, bro. All the way back here to fucking quarry, nigga.
Vehicle here.
Target appears hostile. Okay, I'll drive.
Bro, I just need... Holy shit, bro. Bro, all I need is just... we've been at this for like 15 minutes in this stupid gun, bro.
Primary LZ for mark. Extract standing by.
Alright, stick together, Spark. Let's drop off here.
Enemy soldier incoming.
What it also does have going for it is that it's fairly quick while aiming down sights. I actually don't have any foregrip on this one, and I don't think it really needs it. I'm not the biggest fan of the iron sights of this, but if you really want a little bit extra recoil control, you could take off the red dot sight and put some foregrip control on this. All right, where's your Mac 10? Next one is the Mac 10. As we can see, the maximum damage was decreased by 1. This doesn't seem like that much, but the TTK, it does actually lower it by quite a bit. So let's see how it performs. You got Mr. Spider-Man crossing. You guys can see there, that definitely took a little bit of extra time. I did have one play and I was getting shot in the back, but I definitely did shoot that guy quite a bit compared to the other times. Recoil control still fairly good on this Mac 10, as you guys can see. But the TTK, I do believe it did take a little bit of a hit. Obviously, I don't know how much armor these guys got in Plunder, but still performing fairly well. I mean, I do believe it's still one of the you know, one of the best SMGs in the game, just because the TTK was so insanely fast. But even though they nerfed it a little bit, it's still pretty good. Still breaking some armor on that guy that just fell in about 41 meters out. So definitely still doing a pretty good job here. I think the thing is, it's just that it's one of the fastest ones. It's just one of the fastest SMGs in the game. I mean, the speed of this gun is just crazy. All right, but I think we've seen enough with the Mac 10. It's definitely still slapping. I think just the ability of aiming fast, killing fast, it still makes it one of the best SMGs in the game out close quarter. Next up, let's go with the Pelington. All right, so the changes they made to the Pelington is they actually increased the ADS speed, but they increased the race time slightly. So I got my Car 98 right here, and I've got a Pelington, just so you guys can compare both of them. So this is the new Pelington, obviously optimized for aiming quick and max bullet velocity, all that kind of good stuff. So Pelington aiming fairly quick. I feel they also fixed the way the Cold War scopes in. They don't like have to just zoom in. And if we got the Car 98, this is how it zooms in. So I feel it's just fairly, almost the same. Almost the same, actually. It might be just like a little bit quicker. I feel like the Pelington feels like it's a little bit further out. But as far as ADS time speed, I mean, I think they're almost both about exactly the same. So both are going to be a viable option. Let's go to the next ones. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the next one we're going to be testing is the Cold War AUG. Now, they say the time between the bursts was increased by 33% and the damage multiplier as well. But one of the things I could tell you is I don't really feel a change between the bursting guns. I don't really feel it was 33% slower, should feel a lot faster than what it is. So I don't know if they really did change it, but from what I've used the AUG these couple of times, it still feels really OP. But let's take a look at how it performs. So, I mean, as you guys can see, I don't really see the difference in between bursts. Again, the damage multiplier, you could probably feel it. Although I have definitely 2 bursts of some people in Warzone and stuff. Let's see how good that is, lasering people when they're flying up. Shit. So overall, I think after using this gun a little bit and trying to get those long shots, I think obviously up close it's still gonna do fairly good. But after them nerfing that recoil, nerfing a little bit of the bullet, the amount of bullets it shoots per second, so the fire rate, this AUG has definitely been nerfed a lot. But I really think it's more for those longer ranges. If it's that medium distance, it's still gonna excel, and you're still gonna even 2 burst people sometimes. But I'm kind of happy where it's at right now. That was kind of like the good thing about this. The AUG, it just destroyed even a sniper. So I think that is definitely done. Let's go into the last one. Let's go into the M16. All right, so the next one that we got is the M16. So the time between the bursts was also increased by 10%, just a little bit less compared to the AUG. So if we test it out right here, it's definitely a lot slower. As you guys can see, recoil's definitely not that bad. You can definitely control that recoil fairly easy, but the time between the bursts has definitely been decreased. Let's go into some gameplay and see what we think about this M16.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Come over here, Spark. What you doing over there?
Soldier incoming. Enemy soldier incoming.
So now after using the M16 a little bit, I definitely do think they nerfed it quite a bit. I do think it's going to be the new meta instead of the AUG. The AUG, just with that recoil decrease, it just doesn't feel as good. The M16 feels a little bit slower, but you can definitely laser in a little bit more shots with the M16. So let me know which one down below in the comments is your favorite right now, after the nerf or after the buff. Peace out.